Yes, the ballad and the dread, fire burning red.
No, serious thing. I know people always ask, like, yo, why they always laughing and we talk about such serious topics. It's just through the vibes of the thing go.
Yeah, we chat it light, man, cause sometimes something we have to take bad things, but joke as the engines them used to say, no?
Mm. And so, um, today we're gonna speak about a universal topic that most people have experienced. They're either on one side or the other of the fence, and it's the disease of jealousy.
Hmm.
A real disease. And with all diseases, they don't just affect one aspect of your body. They affect numerous aspects of your body when it's untreated. And it's the same thing with jealousy.
Yeah, I really talk fire, cause I want to like say, I since week I tell the people them, so what you going? You have two things separate the loser from the winner, you know. You have the loser, them always compare themselves to others. While the winners carve out them one apart. So it's the same type of at the same type of jealousy thing, you know. And I
Yeah.
want to it's so funny that I want to hear about jealousy and them only can think about the individuals who actually play the jealous role, not realizing that the system kind of set up a whole heap of trap for the people and be jealous. Because remember we talk about the free market and the competition within capitalism, you know. It's spawned the whole jealous behavior, you know, because remember say them, even though there's enough resources on earth for everyone, them always limit it within every single region. And the region them when them limited, you know, there's more people than the actual product. So the people them always, so there always gonna be some form of rarity, created rarity, not rarity where actually it that existence. Now the people them start lost for other things with them see people with. So if the man them create 100 Louis Vuitton bag and a 500 people living in the area, where you feel like I go on?
And I'm glad you really touched on it because that really uh, sets the tone for what I wanted to discuss is that when you're in an environment of scarcity, right? Like I grew up around a lot of haters and grudgeful people, yeah. Believe you me, and you probably did the same in that environment where um, you're almost the more progressive you are, the more ostracized you are. People don't want to see people winning. And I just feel that um, based on my experience, um, and this is a subjective analysis. It's not like no fact, but because the opportunity of getting out of those environments is so scarce, they're offended by those who even try.
I really thought that, and I like say, me not feel like it's a subjective thing, you know. I feel like it's an objective thing that still will tell the truth, you know. Because
Yeah.
you see it so the way how it happened to the eye, it happened to majority of people who especially live in areas where we're prone to live in a minimalist type of standard. So example, most youth live in a ghetto. Say you live in a ghetto now, in a Jamaica. Say Jamaica, for example, you live in a ghetto. Then based some standard of intelligence are based out of high school you go. So if you go to a so-called traditional high school, and most of the people amongst you know them go to high school where it's easy to reach. There's no real resources at the school for kind of set the pace. What you feel them I got do? Them in Jamaica them I got trouble, you know. Most of the youth them trouble, you know, until they say, yo, watch him I go on like him I go on like him Stush and him I go on like him Bushi because him got such and such, him got KC Calabar, all of these things. So it's stuck in them mind. They don't realize it's a bad mind type of tendency that them a farm and a crab in a barrel mentality rather than for embrace you and say, no, say you have one way out the way. Actually, the way society reject we, but the youth they still getting at the societal type of status quo there. So and him can probably beat the system and come forward and give some of we strength now. So all of the youth them know them start compete against them one another, not realizing so what you know. He might be the one we can bring forward certain success. And me can bring it too because if me not have the so-called standardization of education, yet still me have a craft. Why me can't bring my craft towards film standardized education and make over farm some farm alliance? Rather than do that, the youth them start compare themselves until guess what? The comparison they know it start get more aggressive and aggressive. And when it take on an aggressive tone, it's like it start manifesting as some physical way, start manifesting in them life. Them can't do nothing without the bad mind type of tendency. Because the whole bad mind thing we talk about, it have a whole heap of different name to it too, you know.
No, the bad mindness is a learned behavior. I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? When I played basketball early on, there were people I was jealous of, right? And as I said, it's a learned behavior. But what I learned is, and I'm glad I learned it earlier than later, is that, and my mother used to tell me too, and give thanks to her where I was able to at least get some instruction where like, everything you're supposed to get, you're supposed to get. You get what I'm saying? So I can't really be on a vibe of comparison with the next person because everybody's on their own journey. Now, I'll use basketball as a reference. The reason I brought that up is that because what I was doing when I was in a state of jealousy, if you want to call it envious bad mind, is that the energy and the focus I wasn't putting on my craft and what I was needed to do to develop. My energy was focused on what the next person was doing, and it was even done in the wrong way. I wasn't doing it analyzing what they're doing good that I can adopt it or mimic it. I was just analyzing it from just a grudgeful state, like, why is this person doing this, or why is this person doing this ahead of me? And I'm telling you, if I real talk, when I really learned to just say, yo, boom, one, be a good teammate, right? And that's a universal concept. Really being a good teammate and really just being happy for others. And that's just something I had to learn too. It wasn't something that was natural. So most people probably have to go that through where you really have to learn to be happy for others. But really, when I shifted the energy, and I think that's what the young generation needs to know with this grudgeful thing is that it's more detrimental to you than the person that you're grudging or the person that you're jealous of. Your energy is being spent analyzing what this person is doing. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't observe people, but we should observe people for the purpose of adopting. I say pirating. You know what I'm saying? If I see you doing your thing and there's an aspect of what you're doing that's dope, I'm trying to pirate that and apply that to what I'm doing. I'm not grudging it, but we need that more
Yes, I.
behavior. That's the only reason you should be observing people to say, yo, this person, obviously, this person's doing something, right? And I need to adopt or take what they're doing and apply it to myself. And when I started doing that fire, when I started shifting my energy, the fire, the thing really started to go. But right now, I could tell you straight, I have no like. That's not even a thought in regards to paying nobody mind because
Yes, I.
it's just not a thought. Like it's just I don't have any time because I'm doing what all my energy is spent building up what I'm trying to build and giving people other positive energy that I get positive energy back. Because if I was a grateful
Ah,
person, my thing wouldn't grow or my life wouldn't progress the way it was growing. But I give enough energy out there. You know how the thing go, fire. I'm not no internet person where it's like I do a good deed and I need to tape it and show it or talk about it. Because you know
yes, I.
enough works.
Yes, I. Then
But
that
obviously,
are the thing.
nah.
Cause enough people now realize it. It's where everything where they say it connect to, because enough people now realize it, when you take out a trait, you see a trait in a somebody who's supposed to be a great trait. Just emulate the trait and you can make the person know to and acknowledge the person. But it's like everybody feel like that's what I'm telling you, it's a systematic type of thing brought on to them. Because originally human beings usually have different decadence and different tenets where them travel by. No, everybody want to travel by the same standard. Just like how them always talk about, say it's like them give consumerism for self-worth. It's like you buy this and buy that, forget your self-worth. Now a man they realize, yo, when you have a pot and you cook a pot, a scallion and a tomato not have the same purpose in the pot, But all of them combine to make sure say the
Gel
food
together.
nice. The
Nah.
food, cause when the food come together, a man I got taste the scallion, a man I taste the tomato, a man I taste everything, and it have a purpose. So it's like we start judge a lion by a fish standards. It's like a lion not go in the water, but a fish live in the water straight through. And because them commercials and so much of them type of thing are coming our brain and we are see this. Okay, say if me not have a Benz, me not successful. But wait, when we look over this, then them brother Tom not have a Benz. Say the boy brother Tom, how him get the Benz? When I say the boy that, say me not say brother Tom I go in, I work a 9 hour. Him now work 9 hours. I just see him computer him there behind every day, Boy, they're going like say him feel like computer. But him now check say brother time might be behind him computer, do a startup. He might do an online
But here go
business.
the thing, fire. Here go the next thing, right? Here go the next thing. And people probably heard this before, but they don't understand is that it's irrational to compare yourself to somebody. It is
Reality.
because you don't know people's resources, you don't know the grit level that they have, you don't know what they've been able to endure, you don't know their work ethic, you just are unaware of their situation. You don't know what the universe has in store for them. So we have to factor in all these things, right? Now, you brought up a great point with this learned behavior. It's a learned behavior, and people have to unlearn it. So we're not chastising grudgeful people or jealous people. We're not saying that. But at some point, you have to relearn that behavior and move away from that because it's detrimental. Now, there's a next aspect people really don't speak about now. When you grow up in that environment of jealousy and you see how those who are progressive are treated, right? Because those who have the courage to step out, because this is the thing. The reason you're so offensive is that like people look at you and say, how is it that this person is able to endure so much and still continue and reach that goal? Like, I am aware of what happened to you. How are you still able to do all these things? How are you able to have a good family? How are you able to do these things? And I think that's what's offensive to them. Now, when people are constantly in this environment chit chattering, you know how people say, all they do is sit around and talk about people, right? When they're constantly doing that, people don't speak about this, but if you analyze it, it's very true. And those who are listening can relate. They don't want to really do anything because they don't want that energy that they've been giving out or been surrounded the whole time, because they know once you step away from the crowd, the treatment that you receive. So that's another aspect of the disease of jealousy that people don't want to acknowledge, is that it's not just it's the it how it destroys people's ambition, because they feel deep down in their psyche that if they really step out and really get on their purpose and really start to put in that work and leave their peers, they will no longer be accepted. So people say, you know what, right now, I'd rather take the company than be alone and live in mediocrity.
Then that and I lie there I tell then that man, because me see them thing there, you know, because me really see them thing there straight through in the fire upon the journey where we depend, you know, is like if it there we have your own feet and a fin feet, and most people don't even know. Like recently me see a man ask a question, a man see my song I play on a radio, and a man asks if I free the man I pay it or piola. A man don't even know.
Grudgeful, yeah.
That's a man even
question, yeah.
A man even say, yo, yeah, me love the look, you know. Me love the look, you know. Oh, a man come up with a thought, the fire for say.
First thing.
For say, I see, I know the worst part about all of that fire. The worst part about all of that is that a whole heap of sacrifices we have to make and a connect whole heap of that, you know. We have to connect so much that forget just one thing done in a fire. Like most days, on a regular day in a fire, we not sit down and I do this and I do that, you know. We have to think about in our brain, yo, you know, how much bartering system we can do, how much different things we can make that's one thing happening, you know. And yet still a person come and think like that for you. So it's like we don't even overstand how we are belittle ourselves when we do all of that. It's not even the person on the outside where we are criticizing. You know, the next thing what I said to is it pivotal, because most people afraid for walk a lonely chat about it, you know. Most people afraid for walk a lonely road. So I feel like most people rather you suffer with them. They rather you suffer with them than you elevate, because when you suffer with them can complain to you about the successful people. So the successful people, yeah man, make yo JR walk on, you know, Junior walk on, you know, say the boy Autarchii now go on good and rare, and we just elaborate, and every day we sit down and talk about Autarchii. I would not elevate yourself, but you see the moment you as Junior with him talk to start rise and elevate, and I'm say, oh, you thought the boy Junior moves so now. Junior become an enemy because Junior start rise and you're in the ranks. Now him not rating no more because him can't complain to you about the next person. So I tell that
reality meds and that's personally, that's the most destructive aspect of jealousy, because the fact that someone's jealous against a person, as I said, it more disrupts their energy more than the person that you're jealous of, right? In the realms of energy and life. But it being a deterrent in regards to people's progress, I think, is the biggest problem with the disease of jealousy. I don't really know like where this idea came, because that's the reason, because I was preying something, you know, and I was very Damian Marley has an album, Stony Hill, his last album. The Brethren have a song, There We Go, right?
Yeah.
And if anyone analyzed that tune, the lyrically is wicked, don't get it wrong, right? But in regards to the psychology of the song, I said, hold on, fire. This is Junior Gang, right? One of the top artists on earth. You telling me, fire, that these people got you in so much wranglings. You gonna sit down and speak about just different aspects of jealousy? Come on, fire. Then obviously the man has a real issue with this whole Stony Hill thing, that he came up from that realm and this and that to name his album Stony Hill. People not preying this thing. There's nothing against the Bridget, but I just wanted to demonstrate how much that the issue or the behavior of jealous people really bother people. And I think it won't bother people when you understand human beings. Human beings do not like winners. The closer people are to you, the less they want to see you win. And that
Them
is
like
just the facts.
human beings, them in love with the idea of popularity, not winner. Cause you can be the popular loser, but everybody with you as a popular loser, Cause that's the thing, when a man popular now, everybody want to beat. Because I feel like most people, them just want to be seen. And them yearn for be seen, so them will do anything for be seen, and them take out the whole aspect of winning. Winning is a far-fetched thing to majority of people. Cause all right, here are the sad reality now. Enough people might not look on it that way, but the sad reality is that majority of people we know upon earth, them rule out themselves already and think that them last the race already.
Big
Most
time.
people we know them give up on themselves. Some people reach all 50 and I tell you say, say this go on and I can't get that again and that and then them not even realize say, in them psyche it has developed over the years and it has stuck them. So the only thing now where them can strive after is to say, okay, what out there me can look on for talk about for really keep my evens and keep my sanity. Just like how people go eat ice cream when them depressed or them go drink liquor when them depressed, man. Some farmers the same escapism, So the bad mind thing is a type of escapism. What you think of that?
I like that analogy. Yeah. I like that.
I tell that. The only way I can meditate fire because sometimes I sit down and meditate and I think to myself fire. I never look upon a man thing yet and say, say, I look upon a man thing and say, oh, the boy, him get that and rain. No, fire. First thing I see a man with that thing, and if me see a man with that thing, or I see a man with that, first and foremost, I'm not going to see a man with that thing and just like it. I'm going to see a man with a trait and like it. Yes, I say.
I'm the pirate of all pirates, yo. I can't tell you no lie, fire, because I'm a man always analyzing, not from a grudgeful standpoint, from an analytical standpoint. When people dealing with progress, yes, I'm preying the thing, but I'm preying what you're doing that I can use to develop myself. That's how I deal with my thing, fire. I'm not looking at a man saying, yeah, this, because I don't know what this man or what this female did to be in that position. I don't know the struggles. I don't know the setbacks. I don't know the work they put in. I don't know any of that. All I know is that they are good at a particular thing. I'm analyzing why they're good at it, and I'm trying to figure out how I can get good at it. Like, that is my only focus, and that's where people need to shift their focus. But at the same time, it's a different perspective between the progressive person and the non-progressive person, because I don't see where a human being will have time to sit and think about another person like that. Especially, I mean, really, like in your spare time. Think about this now. In your spare free time, you were going to think about what another person is doing. Not analyzing it now. Not analyzing it, saying, you know what?
Build upon it.
Yeah, check it. I like the way Autarchii reasoning, and boom, I'm trying to start a little podcast, and I'm analyzing how you talk or how you guys structure your reason. Nah, the man, you think he this and that. So, fight, you're telling me a human being have time in their day, because that means you have too much time on your hands. And if you have too much time on your hands, that means you're not dealing with your purpose, yo. Because any person dealing with their purpose know you don't have too much time on your hands. Time is limited.
Fire, whether I say, man, I tell you, sometime when time is a man, if I watch TV, I watch too much, I lock off and get bakes, Me get bakes if I watch too much TV, Because you say you watch too much TV, it's like you start process other people thought, It's like you watch what type of successful people on TV, and what type of success you gain. And the funniest part about it is that almost every time I watch a movie or a show with most human beings, them find some of the least little things them for criticize. Like a girl will walk past and I just say, where she have to have on the pink dress there? I have to say, wait, what kind of mentality that we have now? So if you are a pink dress, I have to do it the role or the plot or the team. And if you are a pink dress now, I have to do it your thought process. Then she know she wear if you are a pink dress, then what kind of dress you want to think about for wear now? Or what type of thing you want to think for do in the dress so you are wear. So it's like the mindset with us prone to criticizing others, and we're not even constructive.
Fire. The culture is stricken by fault finding.
Then I so me tell you, I say the fault finding it even impact the works of a revolutionary, because just like how me can hear.
Fire, don't bring that up. That's the next reasoning. Where you going with this one? Where you going with this one? Go ahead.
No, I tell you, so we can just touch the surface and I show that I say, we have all a man like all a Martin Planner who put in so much work for Rastafari and we check it out. A man say, but Look what me not like how them man that do this, and me not like how them man that do that.
It's always a but. It's
But,
always
you
a
know,
but. Hey, I'm gonna put this on. We're gonna put this on the ear, right?
I tell you,
as I said, a man played, Division I basketball. Yes, I wasn't professional, but high level. The grudgefulness I have experienced amongst artists, particularly reggae artists, has trumped any type of behavior of any athlete I've ever met. Reggae artists are some of the most grudgeful human beings I've ever met on earth. Fire. And this is facts.
Sad reality.
So I don't know. And I say Jamaican because I don't know about other cultures. Grudgeful fire.
Yeah, because it have a grudgeful if you think about it in a fire. Because there I think about every almost every artist I can think about will come with a bad mind song. Every time a bad mind song come, now most of them hit too, Because man, most of the bad mind song them hit, if they think about it,
No genre of music.
Not a bad mind song like that.
Fire. None genre of music has more songs about the topic of jealousy than reggae music. Even the gang have enough tune about jealousy or man-to-man and so on. You just don't know who to trust. Yo. All
right. Check levels. Although the messages are different, could be a different message still, but today but watch the levels. A man we are celebrate or a woman we are celebrate all them birthday. And I'm tell us, yeah man, blessed earth strong to me and Ray. One up on the haters them. So the haters them coming at your birthday. And your birthday you celebrate.
Fire is always it's deep into the site because it's so
in the psyche fire. Yeah.
Hey, check it. We don't want to get into there, right? But check it. It is a sickness, right? And society definitely plays a role in it in regards to what you said, limited opportunities. But we play into it. Now, people always say, crab in the barrel, right? Why is the crab in the barrel? But why can't the crabs unite and figure out a different way to live in the barrel and get out the barrel together?
I want you enough time the barrel all soft to the crab and the crab claw can bore all that, but them don't even know because them things that just tap alone them are pre, And now I realize that every single space have its purpose in a fire. Because a man will tell about the top, but him not tell about the middle, and him not tell about the bottom too, because the bottom of which part you get a groundation and you can connect with the bottom and know. So watch I know. Bottom, I must say the earth, if you check out earth stain, then which part of the ground, then underneath your foot. So you tell me, but another same concept is like a religious concept I play over again, where a man want to look to the top, so them rather lift up them head and say them I go praise to God, because God have up there, so above this, so the top, and them not give credence to the earth. Them not give credence to the earth, so automatically it's a still competition mindset all around fire. I tell lies, and it's a sickness, and we need to rise above it. Fire.
No, it's a sickness, and anyone listening here, if you suffer from jealousy, grudgefulness, covetousness, bad mind, envy, we're asking work on yourself, yeah.
Yeah, man, and you will know too. And you will know, because some not gonna say it out loud, but based on them thoughts, them are gonna know upon them thoughts, and them conscience. Your conscience will tell you if you is a person who is full of jealousy too.
And I want to tell you this too. If you move away from the jealousy, right, and swap that energy, because remember, if you sit around and talk about a person for an hour, you can be working on something for yourself, for your purpose, for that same hour. So your energy will be better and you'll be more progressive and moving towards a progressive goal compared to sitting there and speaking about particular people. Yeah, people sit around people all day. I've been in areas where people are obese and speaking about other people have weight problems. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, no, fire can't work. Then now if you say something because, you say something, this and that, but it's like, that's the tribe that they are. Now, I will say this, the average human being is mediocre. That's just a fact. People don't want to hear it. It is what it is.
Yeah, man, I fucks that, man. I would train people to that.
If you're, if you're done with life and you gave up already, then, this message is not for you. But for those who want to deal with something and deal with progress, you got to let go of the jealousy thing, fire. The only reason you'll be analyzing a person is to analyze the good traits that they have and how can I adopt it? You get what I'm saying? Like, how can I do this? And you're not going to be able to do it overnight because they've been doing it for a long time. They developed it, but be patient with yourself and just figure out, how can I add that skill to what I'm doing? And the next thing I want to say before we get off fire is that it is not a crime to call your brethren and tell them, say, yo, your thing on the level, yo. And any man know, and they could attest to that I call the most random people sometime and get one big up.
Yes,
I mean, some artists people don't even know about, but I hear the thing and the thing tough.
Yes,
And I call them or send them a message on the IG and let them know, because everyone need that boost. Believe you me, because remember, a lot of people not doing it. So maybe we could be the ones to give people that energy and let them know, say, yo, you think on one level, yo. Or I like how you moving, yo. The thing up,
that build the process. Work, and that build the process too, because everybody else try and neglect the process. And them Amandas who want to spend 5 minutes zaps, quick fame, you know. But them not check the process. So more the ones them know. So watch you know. Anybody if they even not compliment them, try to find out about the process too, because the journey are the thing, are the important thing we have to learn.
And you know, Fire, yo, you know when you're humble and ask a man about certain things, they're gonna tell you, yo. I can say in my life, like probably 99%, if you really go to a person that's really dealing with it on a level and you could get near them and reason with them, they're gonna give you some game, yo.
Yes,
I don't know if it's the energy you bring. I don't know if a lot of people not ask. I mean, genuinely asking them, like, you know, like, how do I do this? Or how did you do that? People will tell you.
Reality.
You know,
so hungry.
No, big time hungry. So Fire, we give thanks for the reason and saying, we give thanks to everybody supporting the thing from those times now. B.H.N.T.D and The-Dread Podcast. Make sure you visit INeverKnewTV.com. Check out the works from the one Autarchii. There's a link in the bottom for some sweet music from the young warrior there. And want to let people know, if you are a jealous and grudgeful person, we're asking you to just work on yourself. You know? Work on yourself, because especially as a parent, you have kids. We don't want a whole generation, another generation of grudgeful people. You know? We need people to really support each other and put in the work, Fire. Like, put in the work and pirate. Be a pirate. Be a pirate of good traits of people.
Yes, sir.
That's what we do. We need more pirating of good traits of people. Try to apply it to yourself instead of the jealousy.
Well, let me hear you say, man.